Hi everybody, and welcome to another episode of Unboxed, Watched, and Reviewed. So, what movie are we doing this week? Well, let's take a look back and find out. Hi everybody, welcome to World Geography. Today we're going to be talking about Australia. Anyway, we got a package and it comes from Underworld Subroxa, so we know it's gonna be fucked up. This movie came recommended to me by Searing Cash. Thank you, Kieran, for the recommendation, and let's see what it is. If I can open the motherfucker. I can't. I injured my thumb on a rock in Sedona. I was climbing this rock and I fucking stubbed my thumb, which I didn't know you could do, on a rock, and it was cracked, peeled back, and bleeding. And you know I don't do nail shit. You know I can't deal with nail shit, and I was 3 hours up a fucking mountain going, oh no! You know, I need a bail, what are we gonna do? I thought I was gonna have to be carried down, but luckily it, just stopped bleeding and it wasn't that bad. I felt like it though. Okay, I don't know. I'm gonna injure my thumb again. Okay. What the fuck? Okay. Gonna show you first. 29 Needles, a Scott Philip Goergens film. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. 29 Needles. Too extreme for mainstream, unearthed films. Test your limits, fall into the unknown. Kieran said, I won't spoil anything, but I will say dick slime. Which in a way is a spoiler, but dick slime though? Dick slime? That's what got me to click buy, was dick slime. So I mean, spoiler or not, it's what got me to buy the movie. So there had better be gallons of dick slime in this movie. I want people slipping and sliding in dick slime. Come to think of it, he might have said dick worm, but either way, dick slime or dick worm, they both work. It says sick and wrong on the back. I've wanted to see this one for years. I hope it's good. So with that said, are you guys ready to start 29 Needles? I know I am. Let's do it. And let's hope for some dick slime. So this movie ought to have a lot of dicks in it, I'm hoping. To quote a hesitant virgin on prom night, okay, I guess I'll put it in. And keep it in there till it busts. I hate it when the PlayStation tells me to do shit. Even if it's something as simple as press the PS button, it's still like, come on, let me just do it myself. Okay, Frankie Crocker is off, and we're ready to start this. Ready? Play. Dogs. Oh, now it's opening up like nowhere and it's panning down to reveal a guy jacking off. And he's got some hairy ass motherfucking arms. Oh wait, oh my god. He's stepping on another guy's throat and the other dude was jerking it and they're showing it. Now he's puking out a chain. Like he's going and he's puking out a chain while this guy jerks his dick. There was a shot of his balls, his butt, and now come, and they're showing it in like jump cuts. This is very too extreme for mainstream. We then meet our hero Francis. He's at a bar, he's smoking a cigarette, and it says 29 Needles. There were already a couple of ball sacks and a cum shot before the title card, starring Brooke Berry. I have a feeling Brooke Berry's gonna make me a little motherfucking sick. I just hope he's no Karsten's Frank. Cut to a woman sitting like this, fingering her slice. Trying not to say bad words so I don't get flagged. As you know, I'm trying to be extra careful and avoid all flags. A slutty woman calls up Francis. She said, come on over, I have a friend here who wants to play, and the friend is just sitting there stirring her pussy slop. Sorry, censors, is pussy slop too much? I don't know what the AI bots catch, so I'm gonna try to be creative here and not say like dick, cock, dick and cock. I'm gonna try not to say dick and cock. You'll see examples of that throughout this review. I'm gonna try not to say ball sack. I'm gonna try not to say cum load. I'm not gonna call anybody a cum swapper. I'm censoring myself, because I got a warning. So he pulled up on a motorcycle and he's going to this house of this woman and she wants to play. Oh fuck. He's naked on all fours. The naked woman is eating his asshole like it's the movie Short Bus. I mean, they're showing it. Is she gonna peg him? She just smacked his ass and there was a flash of something. A flash of the guy puking out the chain. Every time she slaps his butt, you see the guy with the chain in his mouth. This guy is one of Frances's inner demons. They're pegging him. Oh my god. She's got a fucking thing that looks like a big baton. And they said lay down on your back. Oh fuck, she's gonna... What's that? Clothespin? They're clothespinning him. Clothespins are so often used in sex play. Like, do the clothespin people know that? The people at the clothespin factory, do they realize they're making things that men like to put on their lower skin bags? Is that okay to... I don't want to say balls. He takes out a knife and the slut is like, fuck that shit, we don't play that way. And she kicks him out and he goes home. He's sleeping at night naked, spread eagle. He just walked into a room. There's a woman pissing on the floor and she's getting it all over her dress. This is a dream. Oh my god, she's like shitting out mustard and organs. Her face is covered by a hood. He's trying to see the face of him, and it was the guy with the chain in his mouth. He's like bald and has a Marilyn Manson contact from 1998. There's his fucking dick. So Francis is walking through the living room nude with his big dick out. Is his cock cut or uncut is the question. His face looks like it would be uncut. Like it screams foreskin. His face screams, I got foreskin and I have to spend an extra couple of minutes in the shower cleaning it. But I can't really tell, even though it's right in my face. No, he is very cut. He sits down naked in his chair and he takes out a needle. He grabbed his ball sack. Close up. Oh my god, he's gonna insert that into his fucking hair. He just put it into his shaved ball sack. Wait, out back and through the window there's somebody with a mask on walking around naked. What the fuck? While he's jamming a needle into his nut sack, there's a fucking naked bastard in the back. Or two of them with masks on. Black screen. So this movie goes under the fucked up category. This movie has so many long silences in it that it's kind of mind-blowing. Could we get a soundtrack or something? Do I need to put Frankie Crocker back on? At least we got the sound of the fucking birds. I asked for music. I got music. Really wishing I never said anything. He's at the bar again, and there's this guy. The guy is like cruising. He's getting closer and closer to our hero. Before he can approach Francis, a bald guy beats him to it and says, the guy said, what are you into? And he said, you wouldn't be interested. He said, I've heard of you. I heard you like it rough, he said. He's gonna go show the guy just how rough he likes it. They're leaving the bar. They're at the guy's apartment who picked him up. He's a bald gay man, and there's no way he's straight in real life. There's just no way. Like, this guy is gayer than Al Roker's inner thoughts. The bald guy, the real gay one, just dropped to his knees. He's unzipping the pants, and he pulled out the 11th finger, if you know what I mean. Wait, did he say bite it? He sure did. He just punched the guy in the face and he's shoving it into his mouth saying, bite it. And he just bit it and now there's blood on his dick and it's a close-up of it. There's a bite mark. He stepped out of his pants and took the belt off, grabbed the belt around his neck and said, get the fuck up. After their fun, the bald gay is getting up and our hero is walking out. Nice guy. I like this guy. He's fun. Now he's sitting in the dark looking like Hugh Jackman going, naked. Why is he nude all the time? I mean, yes, his dick is like 13 inches long, but that doesn't mean you gotta fucking... Oh, behind him there's one of those naked people with the masks on. They appear behind him when he jerks it. After that, we see him standing next to a plate of food with a knife, and this shot was so unnecessarily long. It's just like... What's happening here? Nothing's happening. He's just standing there at a plate of food holding a knife. He's been doing it for 2 fucking minutes. Nothing else is happening. Like, what the fuck, sir? A fly flew in. I hope he's happy. He should be shutting the door instead of letting the bugs in while he just stands there. Please put that knife in your dick hole. Oh, uh-oh, okay. He put the knife up to his hand, and he's cut his hand. Bloody dick, bloody dick, bloody dick. We have a bloody dick alert. Now it's a black screen. The next day at the bar, the guy who's been cruising him finally approaches him. Said, I've seen you before. The guy's like, okay. They have a long conversation with even longer gaps in between the sentences. He's telling him about a place and he said, what's it called? And he said, it doesn't have a name. So it's like some underground sex club. This guy's name is Hans, and Francis says, he said, so what happens there? And the guy was like, anything and everything. He said, there's no limits. If you can think of it, they do it. So they're becoming friends. It's a story of friendship. The slowest story of friendship ever aired. He said, are you ready to go? He said, sure. On the way there, Francis tells Hans about his fucked up dreams. He said, when I wake up, I'm hard. Classic morning wood icebreaker there. They're walking to like a building. There's rats running around on the streets. They're going to a real bad neighborhood. A woman let them in. This club is a multi-story warehouse with no name. When Francis asked Hans if it's legal, he said, nope. Oh my god, this is more graphic than the rectum in Irreversible. There's fat, boned up men. There's big, boned up bears. A woman in a dog cage. There's a hard D I see. Deke from the cartoon Cops. Deke. There's a Deke. Oh, that Deke is... No, that's a dildeek. I think that was a dilda. I believe that was a dilda. Did he just shoot? Did he just cum blood? Or was that poop out of... Did he poop out... Did his penis poop out poop? I don't know what word I can say, but gunk just came out of his junk. There we go. Francis observes a man being cut with a razor, and... The guy being cut is hard. Francis takes him orally, and the guy reaches down and slices up at Francis's back with the razor. There's a bloody dick again. The guy with the chain in his mouth. He's got a patch. The guy with the big boner, he's got a patch, and he put a tube under the patch, and the guy's sucking from the straw. He's sucking his eye gunk from the straw that was under his patch, drinking out of his skull. This is a flopped up flick. The fuck just happened? I never want to siphon water ever again. Not that that's high on my list of things to do soon. But still, next time I do it, I know what I'm going to be thinking of. I'll be thinking of drinking eye pus. Thank you, 29 Needles. My future as a pool siphoner or gas thief is now compromised because I never want to think of that ever again. Sucking the shit from his eyes. Anyway, after they leave the club, they're just sitting in the car. Extras, outtakes. God, I bet those are funny. This is such a long scene. In the car, they talk about Francis's lust for pain, and this conversation was so long, I could have inseminated a horse in that time and had time on my hands to spare. And the award for slowest conversation to ever hit Unboxed, Watched and Reviewed goes to 29 Needles, the car scene. I was gonna say, what the fuck are they talking about? But they're not even talking! Just sitting in silence from the same shot. He's becoming more and more deviant, is what he's admitting to. He said he feels like he's falling, and I can't wait to see the bottom. Kind of poetic. The next day at lunch, a blonde twink walks up to Francis and slaps him and says, never come near either of us, said the sassy blonde gay. That's the boyfriend of the bald guy. Anyway, that night, Francis goes back to the warehouse where he sees a woman who... She's getting her back suctioned like in Singapore Sling. This guy's pissing on that woman's shoulder. This is a bisexual orgy of piss and butt fucking. Oh, that guy just shat out a big long dildo. There's a lot of medical... Oh, he's sounding! He's sounding! For those of you who don't know, sounding is when you stick a metal rod into your dick hole. That guy's sticking a banana up his butt. That's a woman with... That woman is violating clothespins and bananas. The next day at home, Francis takes a shower. He's like taking a shower and he sees the people with the masks on and they're like holding a dead bird like they're Mary and Dora starting a day. Oh my word. What the fludge is slithering down that hallway? What the fuck? What the fuck fuck was that? There was just like this big wormy thing coming down the hall. Like a big ass maggot, but big. What was that fucking thing? Don't worry, it will be back. Now he's back in bed. He's gonna have another dream. 29 needles or 29 dreams. The elephant looking guy with the mask is holding a dead red bird because, you know, seeing it last time wasn't enough. We gotta see that some more, don't you agree? Pleased with the dead birds. Now they're at the bar again, the friends. Hans and Francis, or whatever the fuck their names are. Have you been here long? I feel like I've been here my whole life. Yeah, you have been there long because the silences in between dialogue are like Twin Peaks season 3. Like there's so much dead air. Are we supposed to like this guy? Are we supposed to be like, yeah, that's life, man? Personally, I could not relate to this man in any way. And like all the other scenes, this scene had really long silences between the sentences. Spit it out. Do you hear them just sitting in silence?
Bridges and streams.
And when he does talk, he says stuff like bridges and streams. More focused. Is this a fucking Adderall commercial? Rivers and streams and focus. He's listing side effects for sometimes confusion. You can, if it becomes too much, you can make it go away. He said, how do you do that? Sometimes alcohol, sometimes pain, sometimes just sitting in silence. He said, but nothing's helping anymore. Things are getting more intense. A woman served him a drink and he looked at it and the dead red bird is in it. He's tripping. Yep, back to him dreaming. There's a tattooed tit. Oh, gaping ass, bleeding ass. She's got a glove. Oh. He's shitting out a bunch of fucking sausages? Or fingers? Fingers! There's a bloody butthole and it just shat out a bunch of like actual fingers into a bucket, and there's like this white-haired dominatrix like Debbie Mazar and nowhere. This all looked real too. Like they actually filled him up with Lil Smokies and he shat them out. He pushed them all out on film. And he was covered in blood, smoking a cigar in a tub, and now he's waking up. The next morning, anyway, he's sticking another needle into his, what do you call that thing? A scrotum. That's the one. Yeah, we get it, sir. You like needles in your balls. He calls up Hans and says, he said, I want to go to the warehouse. And Hans said, I won't be going. Now I think we're at the warehouse. It looks like there's a woman in a diaper. Our hero just entered a room with garbage bags hanging from the walls. Oh God, he's in a fuck swing. Oh, his dick was sounded with there's blood in the butt. Oh my God, there's blood coming out of his dick. He's jerking his bloody dick. The next day, here he comes with his long pee-pee. Can I say pee-pee? Is pee-pee okay? I really just don't want to get flagged. That's even more fucked up. Sometimes code words are worse, so AI told me. AI told me that saying the word fraught or frauding is actually safer than saying the code word sword dance. Who knew? What is this now? He's in the bathroom and he took out a rock? I don't know what the fuck that thing was. Is it a butt plug or a Viking horn? I can't tell. He's stroking his meat pole and shoving and there's the worm. He's shoving a dildo up his ass, but it's a dick. It's a weird dick worm. And instead of having like one slit, it's got like 4. He reached down and touched it. It's got slime on the tip of it, and he's smelling it and eating and licking it. He's licking the dick slime. Anyway, he gets into a car and he goes somewhere. He's just standing in a field. He's been doing it for about 2 minutes now, and he's just standing there looking. He's just looking up. It's zooming up to him. It's like that movie Wavelength, but it's a man instead of a couple of windows. He's just spinning around in the woods now. He walked up to a tree that has a hole in it. It looks kind of like a P-U-N. It kind of looks like a pun. Oh, he's fingering it and he's taking out handfuls of tree shit. Like actual tree feces. This tree is a shitting tree. It's brown and he's taking it out of the tree and he's eating the shit of the tree. So that tree is a dirty bitch. Oh, he's naked under the radio tower, dropping to his knees, looking up. Is he gonna shit out his ass? Is he gonna shit out that butt? If he shits poop out that butt, I'm gonna be pissed out of my dick. Censoring myself is hard. He goes back to the bar and I realized, has anyone even died in this? Is this a horror movie? What is this? Like, what the fuck is this movie? She's getting it on with this woman now. She's got very erect nipples, if I'm allowed to say that. I hope I am. This review was not made for gratification purposes. It is an entertainment, artistic review that explains what's happening in an artistic way, so you don't have to watch it yourself. Her pussy is completely shaved and he is munching on it. Oh, she's got razor burn on her gash. Her nipples are so hard they're shadows shooting up her chest. Those are some fucking Anne Hathaway sized hot dogs. Anne Hathaway's nipples are the size of hot dogs. I'll say it if nobody else will. What'd he do? Stick his hand up her cooch? She slapped him. He did something. He crossed the line. This girl's a real bitch. He's in like a back room now, and there's a saw and a butthole, and now a fist going into the hole, and there's like a brain saw is what that is, and the bells of Hellraiser chiming in the background. Ah, that's a close-up of a fisted ass. He said, "Are you ready?" He's gonna cut off his own hand while it's in his butt. The guy's sawing off his own hand while it's inside the man's rectal anus. What the fuck? There was just a one-armed man in a blue hallway. Cut to the next day, he's in a chair squeezing his balls real tight while rubbing the big worm dick. The worm dick is up on him now. And he said, "We found each other." He's making out with the urethras. He's making out with the urethras on the dick. He's back at the club. He sees the boyfriend of the bald guy, and I think he might try to kill him because, you know, in this horror movie, somebody should probably die, right? 10 minutes later, he does indeed kill the blonde boyfriend. And he's dragging the body. Yeah, he killed him. He's dragging his body to the backyard. He walks by his jerk chair, and all I could think was, God, I bet that chair fucking stinks. He's been sitting in it naked like 25% of this movie. Now he's taking a shower and Han is walking in. Han said, "I let myself in. Thanks for coming." He said, "Things keep getting more confusing," and he's like crying in the shower. He doesn't know what's imagination or reality or what I'm dreaming. Pause, pause, pause. Silence, silence. See, nobody's talking. Nobody's talking. He said, "Remember when I told you I was falling?"
Yes.
Yes. Spit it out! Just fucking say nonsense for God's sakes. Just say sha-da-da-da-da. Just start talking about Sade. Okay? Smooth operator. Let's discuss it. Just say something! I don't want to just look at your dick. He's sticking a knife up his butt. He's sticking a knife into his butt while the French sits in front of him not looking. He said, "I want to go further." He's down on his knees now, flipping and sliding in his own blood. The blood is coming out of his ass in the shower stream like Elizabeth Shue again. His butt is bleeding. He said, "It's the bottom, the farthest you can go." "What do you think is below that?" the friend said. "I don't know. How much fucking time do we have?" 10 minutes left. The friend said, "I can arrange it." Arrange what? His butt's just casually bleeding in the background. He said, "I'll leave the time and the address on a piece of paper on the counter. Go there. This is a big finale. Do you think it's gonna be big? Or is it gonna be a dud? Time to find out." He's walking in and taking off his shirt. He's taking his pants off as he's walking up the stairs. So this is like the booty call of doom. Wait, that's Hans. He said, "Are you ready?" They've both got knives, and they're putting the knives to each other's necks, and then they're holding hands with their free hand. They're sliding the knives in, and there's blood coming down their bodies. They're killing each other. They're doing it. The guy with the chains, he's dropped all the chains, and he's standing there with his bloody dick. So what's happening here? He's naked. There's a guy with the paper mache mask. Is this the afterlife? It must be. There's a naked man sitting on a chair. There's a dead bird in front of him. He's walking up to the naked guy in the chair. Francis takes a seat in front of the man, just like on the cover. He just sat down like he's gonna get a back rub. And the guy's placing the crown of thorns on him and now rubbing his shoulders, and they both have on thorn crowns. Who's this old motherfucking Jesus dude? The camera's shaking. Oh, it's the chain guy. He's opening his mouth, it's flashing, black screen. Silence, of course. A Scott Philip Goergens film. And that's it. Okay, well, what do you say we put on Christopher Rage's music while we talk about this? I don't even know where to begin with this one. It had its extreme moments, it was sexually graphic, and they showed wide open gaping anuses. There were so many what the fuck moments, like when he sucked the shit out of that guy's eye socket with a straw. So what do I give 29 needles on a scale of 1 to 5? Well, I'd have to give it a 3. I love movies with graphic male nudity, but there was something about this guy's dick that made me think, God, I'd rather be looking at tits. There was just nothing sexy about this guy. Not to mention, if you were to cut out all the silences in between the dialogue, you'd have probably 25 to 29 minutes of silence. No joke. No joke. But it was still pretty good. I mean, he had a pet dick monster, for God's sake. It was all just so weird and so gay. Yeah, the entire thing is pretty much just straight up fucked up the butt. And with that, we should all wrap this up and get going to our next classes. I know you've got places to be. Thank you for joining me here at Social Studies class, and I'll see you next time. Class is adjourned.